What's up guys, Phoenix here. This video is going to be another YGOpro Duel video and ranked, and this time I'm playing with the Odd Eyes Magician deck under the new August 29th Forbidden and Limited list. Now, this list has made some, rather potent changes to the deck. You can't play 3 Kieran anymore, you cannot play any copies of Monkey Board, and you cannot play 3 Pendulum Call anymore. That card has been restricted to 1, along with Kieran, and the forbidding of Monkey Board definitely does hurt what you can get off of your Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. But the biggest thing is that I've been seeing people that have been talking about this deck being absolutely dead, which is pretty much what I would consider the furthest thing from the truth. It is still a Pendulum deck, and it still has some of the best scales in the game, as well as some of the best offensive capabilities in the game as far as a Pendulum deck goes. I mean, your scales being MST, your scales being able to add back cards from your Pendulum extra deck to your hand, as well as being able to recur Pendulum monsters from your graveyard. All of these different things, as well as having a field spell that protects your Pendulum cards from being targeted. Like, even with just 1 Pendulum Call, the deck seems incredibly well positioned and very strong to go into the new format, even with Kieran going to 1, specifically because that means you can just beef up on other trap-related monsters like, Mist Valley Apex Avians, as well as, you can easily access Kieran through Magical Abductor and all that sort of nonsense. But anyway, I'm not going to waste too much time talking about this deck in this little part of the video. Let's just jump straight into the first game, shall we? Or actually, probably likely the only game, since I'm playing live game in ranked this time around. Yeah. Let's just jump into the game, however many it ends up being. DevPro never ceases to amaze me at this point. They updated their software about 4 hours ago at this point, and just now I've finally been able to actually connect to their servers, because their servers have been going both up and down over the course of the entirety of the afternoon. But, as you can see, I've got this new cheeky little background here that I just threw together really quickly in Photoshop. I might tweak it a little bit, but overall I'm kind of pleased with it. It is quite a bit on the red side. It's very, very red. So there is that. This guy is playing Magical Mallet. Let's go! I'm playing in Ranked, and he Magical Malleted into Brilliant Fusion. Alright, bad card for good card. It's okay though, because Brilliant Fusion's usually a plus. Alright. Let's see, Garnet and Trick Clown, so Trick Clown is going to come back, alright. Overall, my hand is pretty damn strong. I've got Abductor Terraforming, Abductor Double Terraforming, Sky Iris, in fact. There are 3 of them. The only thing that's going to make me mad is if I draw another Sky Iris, because then these are dead. But then I've also got Bambuku, which means I've got Kieran. Damn, this is actually really good. The only thing that can make this hand better is if I drew, a Magician next turn. If I draw a Magician card, any of them, this hand is really extensive in terms of what it does. That's a Super Quantum Blue layer going for a red layer. I still have yet to figure out what I'm playing against. What is this supposed to be, Clownblade? Or this? Oh, this is the Super Quantum deck. Okay, never mind. This is so simple. He's playing the Super Quantum deck. Which means that if he's trying to summon Great Magnus, then I don't know how he's going to do so at this current point in time. Yeah, this just looks like straight up just Super Quantums. That is a Cosmic Cyclone. I could definitely use that to get rid of his field spell sometime later in the game, but I did not draw a Magician card, which is slightly off-putting. But I can summon this, I can get Kieran, I can put this in my scale, I can activate Terraforming into Sky Iris, I can do a bunch of different things subjectively, but I think I'm going to have to play double Sky Iris just to get it to where I can pop this card? Maybe? No, I can summon Buku and pop it, but I want to pop this out of my scale. That's the thing. I really don't want this card in my scale, but I might need it there, actually. So if I summon Buku, get Kieran, I can pop Buku and get the Odd Eyes Unicorn, and I can search for, Pendulum Sorcerer. So yeah, that looks like it's going to be the play. 100% looks like it's going to be the play. I can definitely deal with this Magnaliger by just bouncing it. Yeah. So this Super Quantum deck doesn't seem like it's doing the business, per se. But that's just my opinion. Let's see, I can't activate this for a very clear reason. This has 2 counters on it, which means I've got to use this, pop the Bambuku, and from there I'm going to have to search for a high scale. Yeah. Gonna have to get the Odd Eyes Unicorn here, and what I'll do is I'll put Odd Eyes Unicorn in my scale. That'll pop this up to 3 counters, and then I'll be able to search for Pendulum Sorcerer, which I can Pendulum summon alongside Kieran. I can bounce Magnaliger. Yeah, I'll be able to Pendulum summon this too, so I can kill the Trick Clown twice, overall, it seems pretty good. Alright, so we'll activate this, and we will search for Sorcerer, because that'll give us Skullcrobat Joker, which will then get us, like, Wisdom Eye on the next turn, so that seems pretty good. So yeah, we'll go for it, even though I don't think it's entirely near the best that it could be, but that's perfectly fine. Oh, this thing only has a Pendulum Scale of 3, so I can't even Pendulum Summon the Babuku. That sucks. That is so bad. Alright, well, we'll just Pendulum Summon these. This will activate popping Sky Iris, and let's search the Performer Pals. So I only want to pop Sky Iris. I should have set the Terraforming first, honestly, but I think it's fine. We're just searching one at this point. Because I'm going to be Pendulum Summoning this again next turn anyway. It's literally, like, not stoppable. But so we'll just search this here. I could have gotten Radish Horse as well and Special Summoned it, but that just doesn't seem like the proper play in this specific point in time. But I'm going to go ahead and activate this just so he can't Gram Pulse my, my big, high scale. And it also puts another counter on that. Which means what I'm going to be able to do here is I'm going to be able to attack this Trick Clown twice. He can use this during either player's turn because it has the red layer under it. But I'm going to be able to bounce it. So unless he stops this attack here, which he has not, he's not going to be able to do anything about it. Oh, he's just not bringing it back. Alright, interesting. Well, I'm going to bounce this, bounce that. And so that will make me able to attack directly, because he's already put his blue layer back into his hand. Yeah, you can't target the Kieran, man. Like, it's happening. It's going back to your hand now. There's nothing you can do to stop it. There's unfortunately nothing that you are capable of doing. Now, unfortunately, from what I've been able to gather, DevPro's replay function seems to just be broken. And that's not something I'm a fan of. So, yeah. Not very pleased. Wait, what? Oh, you destroyed itself. Oh, that's so fucking cheeky. That's so neat. That's such a cool play. Too bad it, like, sucks, though. Because now you have a Magna Lagger that can just bounce next turn, too. Yeah. So, like, at the very least, this card is going to make you dedicate your battle phase to getting this Kieran off the board. If you play their field spell, I can Cosmic Cyclone it. There's literally... I don't see any way for you to come out on top of this situation. Because, yeah, that field spell is just going to get Cosmic Cycloned. No way, no shape, no how. As soon as you discard a card, I'm just going to get rid of it. And then that'll give me a third counter on this. Volcanic Shell. Alright. Well then. At least it's not nearly as free as I was expecting it to be. But, yeah, now you don't get to do that. Let's see, so Volcanic Shell gets to add him another one there. He's got blue layer. Is there any other combination of cards that he can have in his hand to summon Great Magnus? I don't think there is. In phase. Alright, well, since it's in phase, I guess I'll go ahead and do this and spin the Magna Lagger, because that just seems fine. I've got another one of those. Very cool. At this point, I'm just way too far ahead. Kieran is just a boss, and I'm way too far ahead for it to actually matter if anything negative happens. I'm gonna be able to search for an Odd Eyes, popping this out of my scale, so I can get Wisdom Eye because that plays well with the Performer Pal over here. So we will pop this out of the scale. We will search for regular old ass bitch ass Odd Eyes, and then we'll put Wisdom Eye in the scale. He can pop himself out of the scale and get an Oof Dragon, which will be pretty beneficial at a potentially later date. Well, actually, a pretty soon date, actually, because I'm going to be able to clear this out of my scale off this Pendulum Sorcerer. So there is that. But, we'll normal summon this. I'm just going to kill him this turn, though. Like, is there any way I don't kill you this turn? That's the question I have. I can get this, and that will allow me to do some cool plays as well. I can always Pendulum Summon here. So I'll Pendulum this, I'll Pendulum this, I'll Pendulum this, and I will Pendulum this. Very, very much so. Did I summon one from hand? I did. Well, at least there's still one in my extra deck. It doesn't actually matter at this time because I'm going to be trying to absolutely kill him. So yes, Pendulum Sorcerer's effect will activate. I'll just pop this one. Does not matter. It's just going to go face up into my extra deck. I'm going to add just, this is Search While the Field spell, so I'll just get Radish Horse. Seems fine. Seems fine as is. And so I can actually activate this I can activate it even though there's no space. Does it lower the level then? Oh, no, it doesn't lower the level until it does its thing. So that's interesting. You can activate this if your field is full. Didn't think that would have been something that could be done, but carrying on. So what I can do is I can use this. I can bounce my Joker and this, and then I can just swing at him. That seems the most clear-cut way to just end this, putting it back into his hand, and then I'm able to summon this. Whoa, not set a scale. Okay, I was like, oh, activate was to put in the scale. I see. Suddenly that makes infinitely more sense. Suddenly. So these can go to my extra deck. I can summon Meteor Burst. Meteor Burst can summon this, but I don't have any way to really do anything with that, so there's no real benefit in doing so. This is just more damage. So we'll just go for it. We'll just attack with everything. I mean, it's very simple. The Pendulum mechanic is incredibly overpowered and overwhelming. So there is that. And I am playing against Super Quantums. It's pretty much confirmed at this point, so I guess I'm okay with that being the video's purpose. But, so yeah. Kieran is just such a good card. Like, the card is still at 4, and the card is still at more than that, because you can search it off Abductor. Now, this Pendulum list may not be the best. It's definitely one of my preemptive ones for Odd Eyes Magicians. But I definitely have a lot of other ideas in my head spinning around as well to be more of a Magician-oriented variant. Like, there's definitely tons of things that I'm considering for this deck going forward. That make it very much still playable. Like, this deck is absolutely still insane, and the people that think it's dead are absolutely, I don't know what kind of thing that they're thinking of, because what I'm thinking of is the fact that this is a Pendulum deck, and a Pendulum mechanic abuser, and the Magician cards are still some of the best scales we have in the game, and you can just max out on those now. Like, Pendulum Call was good and shit, but you can just play more Magician cards, and you can play other cards now, like Magical Abductor, and all that stuff, and we have all these cool new Odd Eyes scales. Like, there's so many ways that this deck still survives without 2 Pendulum Calls and without Monkey Board, but that's just my own personal opinion. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about that and this game and this video in general in the comments down below. As always, guys, comment, rate, subscribe to all the nonsense you usually do. Links are in the description to my Facebook links, background music playlist, as well as Twitch links, all that nonsense. If you want to check any of that out, definitely go for it. That's what it's there for. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you know some people that might also like my content, definitely share my videos around. Definitely trying to grow the subscriber base, trying to grow my viewership base, trying to grow the community of people that I reach out to through this channel, because I'm trying to just basically just grow my name, grow my brand, and do all that sort of nonsense, because it's incredible that I've come this far and I want to go further and also be able to justify doing different things in the future. But other than that, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching as usual, and as always, guys, take care.